So in class 12 biology, today we will start with the gametogenesis. The primary sex organ, that is the testis of the male, and the ovaries in case of female, that produce gametes. In case of male, that is sperms. In case of female, it is ovum. So by the process by which actually the gamete is produced, that is called the gametogenesis. In testis, the immature male germ cells, that is spermatogonia, produce sperms by spermatogenesis that begins with the puberty. The spermatogonia that is present on the inside wall of seminiferous tubule multiply by meiotic division and increase the number at first. Then each spermatogonia is diploid and contain 46 chromosomes. There is some of the spermatogonia diploid and contains 46 chromosomes, and some of the spermatogonia called the primary spermatocytes that is periodically undergo meiosis process. Then primary spermatocyte complete the first meiotic division and leading to the formation of two equal haploid cell that is called the secondary spermatocyte, which have 23 chromosomes because already half chromosome actually produced. The secondary spermatocytes undergo the second meiotic division to produce four equal haploid spermatids. That is here the number of chromosome is actually with 23. The spermatids are transformed into spermatozoa, that is sperms, by the process called the spermiogenesis. After spermiogenesis, sperm heads become embedded in the Sertoli cell and are finally released from the seminiferous tubule by the process called the spermiation. So spermatogenesis starts at the age of puberty due to the significant increase of the gonadotropin increasing hormone, that is GnRH actually. So the increased level of GnRH act as an anterior pituitary gland and stimulate secretion of gonadotropin, luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone FSH also. LH acts as the Leydig cell and stimulate the synthesis and secretion of androgens. That is in turn stimulate the process of spermatogenesis. FSH act on the Sertoli cell and stimulates the secretion. So these are the factors by which actually help the process of spermiogenesis. Now we will see how the structure of sperm actually, if we see now, there is if we examine the sperm that in the microscope, under microscope, then it will composed of a head, neck, and a middle piece and a tail. So the plasma membrane envelops the whole body of the sperm. There is a sperm head contains an elongated haploid nucleus. The anterior portion of which is covered by a cup-shaped structure, that is acrosome, that is known as acrosome. So fertilization, that is acrosome filled with enzyme that help in the fertilization of the ovum. And also the middle piece possesses numerous mitochondria which actually produce energy for the movement of tail that facilitate the energy, the motility essential for the fertilization. Human male ejaculate up to 200 to 300 million sperms during a coitus, which normal fertility. At least 60% of the sperm must have normal shape and size, and for the at least 40% must have the vigorous motility. Sperm released in the forms of seminiferous tubules from the seminar and transported by the accessory ducts, that is secretion of epididymis, vas deferens, seminal vesicle, and also the prostate, and essential for maturation and motility of sperms. Seminal plasma actually along with the sperms constitute the semen, that is called semen, and the function of the male sex accessory ducts and glands are maintained by the testicular hormones, that is androgen. So today up to that, next we will start with the female process that is called oogenesis. So today up to that.